Hello, welcome back to my channel. My name's Caitlin and this is Caitlin Reads Remembers. So in today's video I'm going to be talking about this thing, also what I've been doing for the last week, and I'm going to do an unboxing of the book for A113, which is Revolutions. So let's get to it. So you might be wondering what this thing here is. This is the Blue Yeti microphone in a black colour, and it's Blue Yeti because that's the brand, and this is a USB microphone that connects to my laptop. So why have I got this? So basically I've noticed that my previous videos, the sound quality is not very good at all, and my husband actually got a £100 gift card for Currys. It came out of the blue, he wasn't expecting it, and it wasn't a scam because we checked it out, because you do get them emails, oh, you got £100 as the gift card. It turns out it's not like a gift card at all. So he said I could use the gift card because he didn't want to get anything from Currys himself, so I only paid £20 for this. So hopefully this will help with my videos. I'm learning as I go on, and I just want to improve it slightly. So if you got any tips and tricks, please let me know. And I just want to say thank you to my husband for letting me use the gift card. Love you. I'm going to let you into a bit of a secret. I have come back from a trip abroad, and my husband and I both come back from a trip to the Czech Republic's capital city of Prague. Prague is an absolutely beautiful city in terms of the food, the culture, architecture and the people. We went on Monday night and we've just come back today. It was a little bit cold, but it wasn't too cold compared to the UK. I think in the summer when it's warmer it's going to be a lot more popular, and it was really nice to actually be able to walk across the Charles Bridge without too much traffic, too much people. And we also got to do a little Venice boat tour, and we learned more about the history of Prague and all the buildings. I recommend to go and do that. What I am going to do is going to try and do a video of my trip, give you like tips and tricks and things where we went and what we found useful as well. So hopefully I'm going to do that. I can't promise you, but I'm going to try my best because, you know, I'm doing 2 modules. It's going to take a lot out of me. So while I was away, I got a package from the Open University, and I got my mum to take it to her house to look after her because I didn't want to leave it out in case it was going to rain. So I'm going to show you what's inside and what to expect when you are getting a package for A113, which is Revolutions. So let's get to it. So I'm actually going to show you what's inside the parcel, but unfortunately I couldn't show you the actual unboxing because the tape that Yodel used is actually taping over the easy pull tab, so that's why I can't do that. But I'm going to show you what's inside. You first get a checklist with a list of books that you get, along with the errors if there is any, and then you also get something about the Writing Centre. You get stuff about the Students' Association, which pulls into a bookmark. So I'm going to show you what you get inside in terms of the books, and they're a little bit thinner in some books than my first module, so it's a lot smaller in terms of the parcel size. So you are doing Revolutions, which is A113, you will get these 3 books, and if you're doing Cultures, of course you'll be getting the different books, but these books are as of January, February 2025. If it changes in the future, I do apologise, and basically I'm going to show you what you're getting. So in the first book it covers block 1 and block 2. Block 1 is about the Reformation and print. Block 2 is about the French Revolution. In block 3, which is basically all of this book, this is Revolutions and the First World War. Then in block 4 covers the 1960s, and you get this book here, and from the front cover I'm guessing it's going to be about the racial inequality, about the right to vote and things like that. I've already sort of come across this sort of thing when watching films based on true stories. I like watching films like that, and I watched like The Help, I watched about the Selma, I watched about about a doctor who wanted to be a doctor, but the society was trying to stop him from being a doctor because of his race, which is very, very sad. Which in today's day and age, I just don't understand it. But it's going to be interesting to read more about the 1960s and see if there's any more revolutions in there. So in terms of A113, which is Discovering the Arts and Humanities, I got my results back from my second assignment. Not as good as my first one, and I think I know why. And obviously the feedback tells me why, but I didn't have an affinity with the two sections that I actually picked, and they were the best of the bad bunch. I think if you're in the history, you're just gonna have to ride the wave and just get through the blocks that you're not really interested in. As long as I get some points towards my final score, everything helps. Like Tesco says, every little helps. So when I say the score, points to my final score, that is because your assignments are weighted towards your final percentage or score. So in terms of block 1 and block 2, I have got 21.75 altogether, so I only need 18.75% in my next assignment to actually pass that module. And that is only for A111. Obviously I haven't started A113 yet, so that is also a 40% pass rate. So I don't need a massive amount in each TMA or each assignment, but like I say, every little helps. So I am doing about Greek and Roman sculpture for my next assignment. Again, it's more like art history, which again is not really my thing, but it's best of the bad bunch, because I'm definitely not doing creative writing, definitely not doing poetry or music, because they're just not my thing. So that is going to be the best of the bad bunch. So as long as I pass it, as long as I get some points to my final grade, that's fine. And then it gets more into history. So some of it is more like religious studies, because I've done all the readings for my next block in preparation of starting my next module, which is A113, and also because I was going away as well. So that's why I've done that. So you get more in the history, like you talk about Christianity's materials, but I do talk a bit about the Reformation. Again, you're going to do more in-depth information about the Reformation in revolutions. You do talk about, or you do read about Gothic and Greek sculpture in terms of architecture. And do you know what? I'm really glad I actually got ahead on my module for that, because it really helped with my trip to Prague, because I was able to point out, oh, that's Gothic. And the Charles Bridge was like, that's Gothic architecture, or the cathedral. I was like, that really is Gothic, I have to go inside. In terms of the Christianity and its material and stuff like that, I was able to look at this tomb and I recognise elements from that, from the module readings that I've been doing. So I was really excited in myself. It's like, I know information about this. I'm not just blasingly just walking by and just not really taking it in. And I was actually like really excited internally. But also because I do photography as well. And I was really excited because I was getting these beautiful, beautiful buildings. So yeah, it was a really, really good timing that I actually did those readings. In terms of the readings as well, I've actually started doing the readings for A113, and that is through my tablet. So I downloaded the first sort of 2 chapters, shall I say. It was the introduction bit and then also the actual main first chapter. So I downloaded the website materials and the book materials, got it on the tablet, did the highlights and things like that. So I did some studying while I was waiting for the plane going out, because I had a space to do that. I did some studying on the plane because of course it's already downloaded. I don't need to have internet or Wi-Fi. I did some reading on the way back on the plane because I didn't do any the whole time while I was actually in Prague, because I just wanted to enjoy myself and I didn't have the space to do it in the waiting area from Prague airport, so I waited until I was on the plane, and I've actually gone through all of the readings. What I do need to go and do now is the interactive stuff, like videos and these little quizzes and things. So in my mind, I feel like if I do the readings that I've got available and then leave the interactive stuff to when I am able to do that, it actually sort of saves me well, because I'm not having to use more time to leave it till the night time to do the next, to do the interactive bit and then do the readings. So if I just do all the readings and then go back, in my mind, I'm still saving a bit of time. But you got to do what works for you. So that's what I need to do. They also mentioned in the introduction to A113 is to start a learning journal, which this kind of is. But I am going to try and find a nice notebook that I'll be able to use, because I'll be able to write stuff down that I can't actually say out here, because it will go against the Open University's policy for confidentiality and plagiarism. Not confidentiality, it will go against plagiarism. I'm just going to continue with this because I've recorded this too many times. I'm going to crack on with it. So yeah, that's why I'm going to do the learning journal. But I have noticed in A113 I'm doing more of the activities on the website, and that's probably because I'm more interested in the content. Whereas A111, I wasn't really doing it. I was just skipping it to the actual discussions and trying to get understanding from that, because it's not the areas that I'm really interested in or have an affinity with. So that's why I'm doing more on there. So yeah, so that's just a bit of an update and unboxing of A113. If you have any questions, please let me know. If you've got any tips about how to use the Blue Yeti, how to get the best out of it, please let me know as well in the comments down below. And yeah, I'll see you next time. Don't forget to hit the subscribe and like and whatever you need.